The Nature Conservancy in Connecticut has 65 preserves we own across the state. The Rock Spring Preserve is over 400 acres in the town of Scotland, Connecticut, donated by David Schumacher in the 1970s.
On a recent warm spring morning, David Gumbart, Director of Land Management at the Connecticut chapter of the Nature Conservancy, took me on a tour of the Rock Spring Preserve in Scotland.
It's situated on a slope on the west side of the Little River as it flows south from Hampton and Canterbury.
The first section of our hike climbed north to an overlook with a stone bench built in memory of David Schumacher, who donated the land that became the preserve.
Yeah, this is one of the signature spots on the preserve. So we're in the town of Scotland looking out across the Little River Valley here. Scotland does go to the other side of the Little River on part of the preserve, but most of what we'd be looking at is the town of Canterbury.
Next was a long descent down into the valley to the bank of the Little River.
One of the important things we're doing as a global organization is to consider where are the freshwater sources, not just for the benefit of the fish, animals, and plants in the rivers or along the riparian corridors, but do those offer opportunities for humans to enjoy nature? Is it part of a drinking water supply? The basic idea of clean air and clean water are essential to all life on Earth.
After a steep climb up away from the river, we encountered a sign of glacial activity thousands of years ago.
We have, I believe it's called an esker, where a lot of the water was flowing underneath the surface of the glacier, and as such carrying a lot of material with it. And as the glacier retreated, that pathway had a lot of little stone in it, so it creates a bit of a ridge from all the stone and debris that was carried at that time.
Descending from the esker, we arrived at the natural spring that gives the preserve its name.
This is an ancient old sign, not as ancient and old as the spring. It's here where you get a good sense of how some of the spring bubbles up. So you can see the sand where it's moving, that's coming up from underground. We've got our own Yellowstone features here.